everyone, we're back for another workout of the day. Today is an AMRAP, as many rounds as possible in 20 minutes, and it is called Spuds McGee. So it is 5 handstand push-ups, 10 shoulder taps, 15 ab rollers, and 20 weighted lunges. Before you pass on this one, don't worry, we will go over all those movements and the modifications so it can fit any fitness level, and then you can get started. You ready? Okay, so the first movement is going to be our handstand push-ups. So you're going to need a wall for this, and we're going to go over this first, and if you're not quite there, don't worry, we have modifications. So we're going to just get ourselves upside down onto the wall, and once we're up, we're going to come down, touch our head to the ground, and come back up. And you can do it either in a strict, just like I did, or you can do a kipping. Come down into a seated position, upside down seated position, and kick really hard up with your legs, and at the same time pushing with your arms, and that creates the force to get up. You're gonna do that one more time. And the other thing you can do is you can set an ab mat or plate up on the ground and your hands on either side to create just a little bit less distance to come down if you're working on your handstand push-ups. And like I said, I'll show you the modifications. But while we're doing this upside down, so it would be 5 handstand push-ups and then 10 shoulder taps. So the shoulder taps are going to be in that same position. So you're going to stay up against the wall, and you're going to tap either shoulder, or you can do the same shoulder tapping, keeping that core nice and tight. So that's how we're going to do the shoulder taps today. Okay, so our first modification, we're going to use a box, or you can use a bench. So what we're going to do is we are going to put our feet up onto that box, and the further out we are, the easier it is. So the more we walk ourselves in, the harder it will be, and this creates the simulation like you are on the wall, and you're going to come down, touch the ground with your head, but you want to make sure that when you come down, you're coming down in between your hands. So you kind of want to push forward with your head. Now, again, if we're going to do the shoulder taps, you can do them here and really squeeze those abs to try to not rock as much as you can back and forth. The other modification would be regular push-ups. So nice straight plank position. You want your hands to be under your shoulders, and then come down all together. You don't want your butt up. You don't want to be sagging down, just nice and straight. Or you can do pike push-ups, where you're going to have your butt on the ground. You're going to be on your toes. Your hands are going to be here, and you're going to come down and touch in between your hands. The other thing is, if you are just still working on those push-ups, you can use a box and do push-ups against the box, keeping your body nice and straight, no sagging, no pushing up, nice and straight up and down. You can also do some modified push-ups on your knees as well. So again, we want to keep our body all together in a nice straight line up and down. Okay, so the next modification, you can do seated presses. So you can take 2 dumbbells, whatever weight you feel comfortable with. You want to sit nice and tall, a real strong core here, and you're going to have your feet out. You can have them a little bit apart, and you're just going to press straight up till your hands are directly over your head and your arms are straight. Your arms should be by either side of your ear and straight up and down. The important thing is, again, we want to be up nice and tall. We don't want to be loose. We want to squeeze those abs and just push straight up. You can also use a band for this, so you can sit on the band. And again, pressing straight up and down. With the shoulder taps, you can also do them in a plank position. So your hands are underneath your arms, your legs are a little bit set wide. You're squeezing everything so your body is not rocking back and forth. You want everything nice and steady. So side view, no movement on the lower body, squeezing those abs. Okay, speaking of abs, we're going to move on to the next movement, which is going to be our ab roller. So we're going to be kneeling on the ground. You can cross your legs or not. And you're going to roll out using your ab strength. As you come out, your butt is coming down. You're squeezing those abs and you're coming out as far as you can. And to come back in, you're squeezing those abs to come back in, using your ab strength to roll the ab roller back and forth. If you cannot get all the way out, you can always go as far as you can, but make sure that as you roll out, you're not keeping that butt back. You're bringing that butt forward, allowing the weight to come down and allowing your abs to really engage. So that's important. I see a lot of people keep pushing their butt back, and when they do that, you're not allowing your abs to engage and you're having more of a arm workout. Right, me? So modifications, again, just halfway out. You can also do sit-ups or V-ups. You can also do that. You can do inchworms. So you can either bend your knees or do a straight knee, whatever flexibility you have. And you're just going to walk yourself out into that plank position. Reach one hand up, squeeze your abs coming back, stand all the way up, come back down, switch arms, squeeze those abs to come back up. Okay. The next and last movement is going to be our weighted lunge. So we're going to start with lunges first. So we're going to step forward, and we're going to step enough forward that as we come down, we're creating a 90-degree angle here and a 90-degree angle on the back leg as well. So if you're not getting that 90-degree angle, you might be stepping out too far. When we step out too far, we're really putting a lot of pressure on our hamstrings, and we're not really targeting what we want to target. So the other thing is, I see people a lot when they're struggling with this movement, they tend to lean on the front leg. And so what that does is now we're putting all of your weight onto one leg, and you're in this terrible position and you're trying to get up. That's a great way. Back, hip, and knee injury. So make sure you're staying upright, squeeze that core, really come straight up and down using those legs and your legs only. So the modification would be with no weight. You can do with weight, you can do it in the front rack position. So you can take the dumbbell of your choosing and just hold that there, staying nice and straight up and down. Or you can use 2 dumbbells in what we call a suitcase carry. We just want to make sure we don't let that weight pull us forward. So really squeeze those shoulder blades back. Dumbbells at either side. And we're just stepping forward, keeping that nice straight position, squeezing those arms back. So that is the workout of the day. Again, you're going to keep going through those rounds until 20 minutes is up. Mark down your time, weight, and movements, and revisit to test your progress. Also, don't forget to visit us at www.macromachinecoaching.com to get that nutrition and health coaching to complement your fitness training. See you next time.